the same team as last year, clearly, who made the final. And they do look a little younger, for sure, inexperienced. Number of reserve team players, clearly. But Leicester go on and on. They're not quite as tidy, Peter, Leicester, I didn't think, as Villa or West Ham. They're just not much to choose between them.
No, there seems to be, just an edge that Villa have got.
Yeah.
Villa were very comfortable against West Ham. West Ham, perhaps it wasn't maybe not fair to judge them just on that first game. You quite often see teams get off to a slow start.
Yeah.
New into the conditions and new into the format, of course. But earlier today we did see some excellent entertainment, some quality play from both Rangers and Fulham. They're looking very strong.
Are they?
Yeah. So there's plenty. I think there's plenty of competition in here for Aston Villa if you would like to choose them as favourites, which would be a reasonable thing to do. But the game in front of us now, we have Newcastle United, as always, in their black and white, and they're up against the Singapore Cricket Club, playing in the all red.
Yeah, that's an interesting matchup again. Newcastle pretty familiar with this tournament as well. I think as mentioned before, it's pretty important when you have at least coaches around who can sort of help these young players to assimilate and give them a real good reading of what this tournament is and how to play it, the competition that is.
So a throw in to Singapore Cricket Club. Possession is maintained. Deep cross, really rather wasted. Had a man there available for the short pass, went for the long 11-a-side cross. Ball's back with Newcastle. Here comes Grayson. Across to Powell. Grayson. Watts. Huntley, captain.
Yeah, patient, very patient build-up from Newcastle. There's plenty of time. And
Singapore Cricket Club have struggled today. Quite a test for them. Newcastle maintaining possession. Powell. Powell and Watts at the back, forming the defensive pairing. That's what we've seen from Newcastle earlier today.
yeah, I think for these teams, they didn't play last night because we were down last night, and it was kind of drizzle, rain, and so the pitch was almost watered, naturally watered, and it was zipping around last night quite a bit, and it made for a little bit better spectacle, perhaps, in terms of the pace and commitment. Because sometimes this pitch can just hold up a little, Peter. I don't think it's rained at all, has it, today? Maybe a little this morning.
Conditions quite different today to they were yesterday, and certainly, as you say, a much slicker surface with the continuous rain that we had last night. Not heavy, so we didn't get any great puddles on the pitch, which we've seen in years gone by, but I think it certainly added to the entertainment and the quality of the play. Watts. Out to Huntley. Got an overlap. Just didn't get Grayson the contact that he wanted.
No.
Just
a bit of movement. These boys in Newcastle have had a fantastic season. They must have been really overjoyed. Watching some great football up there.
It has been quite a dynamic season for Newcastle.
Yeah, they were on fire, weren't they? And then sort of went off a little bit and then come back quite well. And
a lot of
stronger.
A lot of injuries at Newcastle this year, and certainly a lack of consistency compared to what they had last year. As ever, the extra burden of European football, sometimes that can make a difference to league performances. This is positive from SCC. Now pushing forward. Ismail keeping possession.
Yeah, I do think the SCC, you're right, but it'd have to be a bit more sort of positive and pragmatic. At least give it a go, I think. And I don't think they've been in the Newcastle 18-yard box just yet.
Also coming out with the ball. Foul. And Watts.
Of course, when you do lose possession, it can be mentally tiring because you know you've got to chase it back, and then you just win it back, and in the end you might give it away again. But you have to keep trying to get a hold of that football.
Newcastle maintaining possession. Back to Powell. And Watts. Familiar combination from Newcastle. Just waiting for an opening. And managed to get one yet. There comes the shot. Good goalkeeping. Pushed onto the side netting. So exactly on equal to that effort from Darren Palmer.
Yeah, did well, didn't he? A little one-on-one here. A couple of step overs. Got deflected, didn't it, in the end?
Yes, that came off the defender. CC get a free kick. Foul on Wang Chang. And the yes lead. Let's go.
I think it probably was.
One's under pressure. Does well.
Risky, but super good goalkeeping. Nearly didn't end well.
Got away with that. His manager would like him to do that too often. He's out here with Ismail. Early ball from him gives the possession away.
So that's the thing, Peter. You need also you need to do it together. It's a good challenge. But now you just run into trouble. You see, you've got to win it, get your head up, give it, and then try to get into some space. I know it's easier said than done, but really, Sevens is such a frustrating game. I think another big attribute as well is when you do turn over possession, you've got to be able to sense when that moment is, and when you can drive forward and really go together and push on. That didn't look far away, actually. She's going to get a replay of that.
That was the last chance of the first half for Sean Neve. A flash shot right across the goal. I think the keeper, you see there, Zach Leon would have got anywhere near that. But we are still all level at half-time. Newcastle United 0, Singapore Cricket Club 0.
Yeah, the temperature is really quite nice now. Still taking on water, obviously.
Yes. Very, very important, even in these short-sided games, to keep hydrated. You can just see the perspiration on the players. Quick turnaround. Short breaks here. Two changes being made by Newcastle.
Yeah, and you've really got to be able to use your full, not necessarily squad, because of course there's only 10 players allowed, but nevertheless, if you can rotate, give people a little rest, and there's bigger things to come. But you know, it's such a fine balance, because players themselves, even now, we all want to play, and you've sometimes got to know sort of what's best for you almost. You've got to be honest, and that's never easy, because of course whenever the coach asks you, are you fit, you want to play, you always say yes when you're injured. So I'm sure it doesn't change for these boys.
No, most certainly not. Alfie Harrison has joined for the second half, wearing the number 6 shirt. I've seen a lot of him in the earlier games. The Newcastle management have rested a few players using their squads. As Harrison couldn't get over that. Skips away.
Good skill again, and you can see what I was referring to. I'm going to get a clip of that again, but just how quick they move that football. They sort of want you to commit to it. They want you to dive in and have a little nibble, and then it's gone.
Ball straight out from the goalkeeper. So it will be a Newcastle throw.
That really is what creates the space.
Harrison. In fact, that's Huntley. Back to Watts. Powell. Harrison.
Free kick, didn't it?
Feet up from both players, but the referee felt that the Newcastle foot was more dangerous.
Yeah. Certainly contact, yeah. And Scotty got deflected. It was a bit of a high boot, and yeah, it was nasty in the end, actually. I don't think there was any... No, not malicious whatsoever, but just caught him.
Charles Stark runs away. Back going again. Ismail going all the way back to his goalkeeper. It's the first time, Leon. Good ricochet there. Well, couldn't make anything of that. Back with Newcastle. Adam Harrison. Bringing the ball up, looking to get the next attack started. Play short. Logan Watts. Ball over here. Can't keep that one in. Dylan Stevenson has also joined this second half. Easily dealt with by Powell. Harrison harrying. CC give the ball away. Back with Newcastle. Newcastle return the favour.
It's better from Singapore.
There from the number 4, Moran King. He's back on as a second half substitute, same as he was in the previous game. Way up to Huntley. Huntley and Powell switch positions. Good ball from Huntley. Now a man in the box. Harrison. He's close down with 2 players. Still on his feet. No thank you, says referee. No penalty there.
Yeah, I'm not so sure about that one, Peter. I thought it possibly was, but
Harrison.
Keep going. Bit of pinball in there almost. It looked, I'm not sure if we will get a replay of that, but it looked like he got caught to me. He did have the option to release the ball a couple of times, mind you. Carried on playing. Again, good quick feet. Good save.
Plenty of pressure from Newcastle. Not resulted in a goal yet. Still scoreless as we get into the second half. Less than 2.5 minutes to go. A little bit of work for Newcastle to do if they want to get 3 points out of this. It's Powell. Harrison out. Powell once more. Harrison. It's a good interception from Rav King. Certainly no lacking in commitment from SCC for their defending.
Yeah, they've really been dogged, haven't they? I must say, they've got men behind the ball. They've sort of defended in groups, in packs, if you like, and very resilient.
Just had a shot. Charles Stark coming off, took a knock earlier. Hasn't quite recovered from that. Powell tidies up at the back for Newcastle. Back to Adam Harrison. Not too many shots for Harrison to save, but he gets involved in the play coming forward.
Let's see if they can just hold on. This will be a very credible result, and thoroughly deserved, arguably, because they've not had much of a threat of Singapore Cricket Club, but they've been very dogged in their defending.
It's Huntley.
Again,
another foot in.
See that somebody got a nick, Peter, but there was another Singaporean defender just to help it away. Looks like a foul to me. Yeah, it was, held him back. Did really well, the number 4 on this side, that young man there, which you seem to have got his email on our listing, but Avran King.
So it is a free kick to SCC.
Yeah, because he was strong as well. Got his body between the ball and the player.
A yellow card for Misran, time wasting. Decent ball from Leong. Still with SCC. Should be tidied up at the back. It certainly is. It's an early ball forward.
Oh, that
looked nasty.
Very nasty.
It's out with Harrison. All set up very nicely. Just couldn't get over it.
That's probably it, isn't it, as well, for your last chance? But that could have been quite a nasty course of events there, because he's dived in with his head, and I think he's got caught, the Singaporean defender. And yeah,
quick.
Just it looked good, but unfortunately it was on the hockey pitch.
Well, that's an excellent result for Singapore Cricket Club. They'll be very pleased with that. Getting a 0-0 draw with Newcastle United gets them a point, and they'll be very pleased with that.
Super good performance from Singapore.